Hi, my name is Brianna, and I'm here to talk to you about body language. So what exactly is body language? Well, it's a form of nonverbal communication. So although it's not verbal or spoken, such as English and Spanish, and the numerous languages out there, it's still a way that we express ourselves. It's a way that we communicate. It's a language. And we use body language more than we realize. Before I continue, I have a couple questions. So, how good are you reading other people's body language? The second question, of course, being, how good are people reading you? Are you easier to read or a little harder? Now, body language is not exactly a conscious thing. It can be, but for the most part, it's not. We read people's body language in every single interaction, and they read ours. It's just a part of our interactions. Our brains are taking in everything from their eyes to their posture. Every bit of information about their body language, our brains are taking in. Now, what does body language say? It tells us about people's feelings and their thoughts, their personality, their background, and their culture. In terms of thoughts and feelings, it can tell you if someone's upset or if they're happy, if they're reserved, or if they're agitated. Now, thoughts, you can tell if someone's lying or telling the truth. You can see if someone's doubting or questioning things, or if they have an idea. There are an infinite number of things that body language can express about a person's thoughts and feelings. In terms of personality, some examples are someone's introverted or extroverted, confident or shy, expressive or reserved. Personally, I tend to be more reserved, shy, and introverted. Now, when it comes to culture, it's a big thing with body language. It changes from every culture and over the years. So some examples would be eye contact. In Western culture, eye contact is great. But in some other cultures, eye contact is bad. And this is especially applicable if you're talking to someone and making eye contact of higher authority than you. Then, of course, there's things like crossing legs or uncrossing them. It changes from culture to culture what's polite and what's not. Now, one example I have is Thailand. I did not cross my legs in Thailand because if I did that, my foot would be pointing towards someone, and it's an insult to the person next to you that it's pointing towards. So yeah, don't do that in Thailand. One of the things I want to talk about real quick is hand gestures. This is great in Western culture. America, we love this. This means okay. But if you go to other places, it's an insult. Basically, it's the A word. So I don't recommend using this anywhere else. Before I move on, I want to talk about a collectivistic culture. And this is sort of culture where you are focused on a group rather than an individual person. So these people don't usually have the more expressive postures and body language. Just something to consider. Now, gender effects on body language. Men tend to be more open, and you can see this in a place like a classroom. Their legs are more spread out. They don't usually have them crossed at the knee. And if they are, it's crossed at the ankle or something. Whereas women, they tend to feel less powerful, and as a result, their postures are more closed. And they usually cross their legs in a classroom or just, they don't spread out. They don't take up the space. Now, culture has a big effect on body language as well. So culturally, men tend to be expected to have a louder presence. They're expected to have more confidence shown, more assertiveness. But women, they tend to culturally be expected to be more quiet with their presence, maybe even submissive or just polite. Obviously, this is something that changes from year to year and from culture to culture, but that's just the overall theme that has been noticed over the years. You never know what's going to happen, though, with feminism. So, environmental effects are two types. There's where you are, and there's your background. So, where you are, it's formal and informal. In a formal place, you're more attentive and more closed. You're not as relaxed. This is like school or work and stuff like that. However, in an informal setting like home or the park or the store, you're relaxed, you're more open, just casual. The other kind of environment is, of course, your background. So where were you raised, how many parents were in the home, your income, and just the personality of the people around you. We reflect the people around us, especially our parents. At the end of the day, it's a give and take. So how we feel affects our posture, but our posture affects how we feel. It's a snowball effect. They say fake it till you make it. But Amy Cuddy in one of her videos says, don't fake it until you make it, fake it until you become it. Here are some fun facts for you. And thank you for watching my video. Have a good day.